As you know, yes, I was a little bit off because of a little surgery that I had to my wisdom teeth. No more wisdom now. We are just pure gamers. But in the meantime that I wasn't able to stream because I was recovering, I played quite a little bit of Path of Exile. So you don't want to leave this video, you want to stay here until the end, because I'm gonna showcase the first week of Path of Exile. I'm gonna showcase what have been the build that I've played, the build that I suggest to new players, the builds that can be expanded even beyond if you are a more experienced player and you want to get to endgame Ubers and stuff. So stay connected, because as you can see from my game, I have quite a few characters that are still very low level. I mean, I level up 5 different characters. I respect a couple of them as well. As you can imagine, this requires quite an amount of time, quite an amount of effort in research and stuff. Not that it was too difficult, but yeah, I had to find a few options. And then I'm gonna make a video for YouTube for sure, where I will be able to showcase better which are the best build according to pro players maybe. But yeah, let's get into this, boys. Let's get into this. We should start from what was my initial build when I league started. My initial approach was leveling a Templar, because I was imagining to... My initial approach was leveling a Templar, because I thought I would have gone through one of 2 different paths of Exile. Probably... But first, let me remind you, this is MordredOG on Twitch, on Kick, on YouTube. We are live everywhere. And please follow the videos. Please like the video, follow, subscribe, support. Give me your comment about what was your starting build on in this 3.26 Path of Exile expansion, Secrets of the Atlas. What I'm gonna show you right now is what are my builds, the build that I've played in this week, the build that I found myself more comfortable with, the build that I believe can go even beyond with some investment, with some more practice. And I just finished leveling what is the secret one. I mean, the most difficult, probably not new player friendly, but definitely the most spectacular one. You will want to see that at the end of the video. I will go through all of them right now. So, but first, yes, leave a follow. You want to follow this. We're gonna have epic stuff coming soon, collaboration and stuff. You will see. Let's get to the video. As I was saying, I started with Templar, and I wasn't sure if going through, you know, I was having 2 options. I could have followed what is a build that I already played in the past, which is 1 mana left, corner build with the Mjolnir, Hierophant. And that was a build that I already played though, so I wasn't too sure I wanted to commit to that. But first of all, let me check that my YouTube is running properly. Too sure I wanted to commit to that. Okay, seems it is. So I decided instead to still choose the path of the Templar, but going through another approach. An approach that unfortunately I left right there after the end of the campaign. I didn't even run 1 map. I basically finished the campaign. Remind you all that I started on Saturday instead of on Friday because of personal reason. I was tired, I had some stuff to do. I finished the campaign, but I wasn't too satisfied. I mean, character I'm playing on Templar, I can show you this way. The character I'm playing on Templar is Energy Blade. okay? As you can see, during campaign, my energy blade is very small. That's what she says. Only 22 to 442. My personal problem here, because I was just rushing through campaign. I wasn't really looking at gear. I was just trying to get through it. Wasn't too satisfied of the campaign itself. I was running with this. I was feeling it a little bit clunky, but it was just my fault, honestly, and not Lance's fault. Actually, this character is gonna probably become my endgame character in the end, but I realized that in order to make this shine, probably I need a little bit more of investment and understanding, personal understanding of how Energy Blade works and how can I work with it with different setups. Lance has a very long video that explains pretty much everything on it, but unfortunately, because he's not playing this build, this league, I decided not to go deep into it myself without being supported by his videos. So that's why I left it like right there. But yeah, the potential here is pretty high because this energy blade can get to really huge amount of flat damage. And if you don't know how does it work, it's basically energy blade. What is it? Let me see. Where did I put energy blade? Where is my energy blade? Energy blade. So if you don't know how it works, it's basically energy blade. It's a skill that you can just one link, put in one blue socket, and that's it. Cost, as you can see, level 16 costs 510 energy shield. So it pull out some of your energy shield. I have 656 now, so probably roughly is pulling out about 45% of my shield at the moment. And in exchange, it provides me back with some flat damage. As you can see, minimum lightning damage equal to 2% of your energy shield plus 9. Maximum lightning damage equal to 40% of energy shield plus 180. So, plus I get also the quality part. The quality part should be here. With at the moment with 8%, I got 2% more maximum energy shield. So this scales uniquely, mostly, entirely on energy shield investment, which in my opinion at league start can be a little bit tricky. The best phases for energy shield are coming later on, so I decided just not to get too deep into this. As I said, I thought that during campaign it was getting a little bit clunky, probably my fault. Again, I never level up with a character in Energy Blade, so it was very different experience. But yeah, I decided just to park the character down, hold on, farming some currency with other characters, and in the meantime exploring all the other builds, because there are so many builds this league. If you haven't tried Path of Exile this league, I invite you to do so. Game is getting crazier and crazier, and we have this new mechanic with mercenaries. Imagine the Diablo mercenary that accompany you through the game, but these are absolutely crazy because you can have basically a full equip like this on a mercenary. They can have some very cool abilities, and at the moment they are very, very hard. They some of them, I have to say, some of them they die pretty much easily. Some of them they can one-shot you in a higher tier map. It's crazy. I haven't gotten to tier 17 maps, so I have no idea what is gonna happen there. I am about tier 14, 15 map at the moment just because I didn't have enough time. But yeah, with this character, I just decided just to leave it there, and I will make a video about this once I feel ready to build him properly and not neglect all the potentially good things that I can do on this. So yeah, this was my first character. So then what happened? I was looking at all the other builds that were around, and I found a cool one by Jangron, and Jangron will come back again into the stream. It's Trickster. So at the beginning I was like, no, really? Are we really playing this guy again? Trickster. It was nerfed though, so I said, okay, well, if it's nerfed and it's still playable, there must be something more to it. This guy was actually a surprise because I haven't played a miner in a long time. And this specific miner, which at the moment has absolutely trash gear, there is nothing valuable on this character. I probably spent 3 chaos for all of this. The most expensive thing, if I remember, let me see, it's Frostblink of Wintry Blast. So Frostblink of Wintry Blast, which is not even level 20, I leveled it up myself. I paid it 80 chaos at the time, and it's still about that, if I have seen well on the market. That's the most expensive thing I got for this character. Everything else, this one is a 1 chaos unique, which is also wrong, because this one I'm only taking advantage of this specific chest piece, which provides with 81% increased damage with movement skills, but I'm not taking advantage of the 6-link opportunity with +5 to level of Socrates movement gem. But I haven't told you what build I'm playing. Right? Yeah, I was getting too deep into this. The build that I'm playing is a miner Frostblink. Uncle, what are you talking about? Frostblink is a movement skill. How does it work? I'm glad you asked. Frostblink, it's Frostblink or Wintry Blast in particular. It's a very interesting skill because apart from having a interesting flat damage, 916 to 174, only level 20, considering that at the moment I'm 18 plus 2. That's a good flat damage, but the other important thing about the skill is that it has no cooldown, basically. So this skill can be attached to a mine, and the mine can be thrown, and together with high impact mine support, charged mine support, and most importantly minefield support, you're gonna throw a bunch of mines, and most of the time you can precast them if you're in front of a boss or a unique monster that is making some movements or making some RP stuff before attacking you, and then you can auto detonate them with the technology, because we have the technology which is detonates mines with automation. So you don't even need to press the detonate, you just keep shooting the mines, and the mines will just blow up altogether. This together with skitterbots and other stuff that we have in the build, like cold snaps that is basically going to be useful on bosses because we deal mostly cold damage, of course, and a bunch of cold and chill effects that we have on the tree, and mine support on the tree as well. Basically all of this provides with such a fun playstyle, which is a little bit slower on maps. It's not gonna be a super fast mapper, but it's super fun, and you will see all this mine exploding, in particular against unique monster bosses. And again, guys, I invite you to have a look at I will post my character in the description. If you have a look at this guy, which at the moment is level 75, so I just started yellow maps, but really on literally 80 chaos for Frostblink or Wintry Blast and nothing else. I haven't paid 81 chaos investment, okay? So there is nothing to this build. Very powerful. It can get beyond. It can probably deal with Uber bosses. I've seen in the previous leagues that Icicle Mines was dealing with the Uber bosses, and probably somebody also right now they're doing that. This build on Trickster is very similar to another one by Aeroplane, a great streamer that Jungler made me discover him. And he's playing pretty much the same kind of concept, but on Exsanguinate. And he's already 90% cap resist, all the good stuff. He is way further in the league, of course. But pretty much they're doing the same kind of stuff gameplay-wise. But I think this one is cooler. Well, it's cold damage, so it's cooler. But yeah, it's definitely more interesting because I've never played Frostblink of Wintry Blast except on Archmage when I was just running through maps and destroying everything. But yeah, this one I really enjoyed, so I would probably put it, I would say at the moment is between the second and the third place in my favorite build for the league right now. Then for the third build, for the third build, I was simply leveling my mercs. You know, if you watched my previous video, I was simply leveling my mercs, trying to find some better mercs composition. By the way, thank you for all the people that have watched the videos. We are at 12,000 subscribers on YouTube. Let me show that. The support you're providing is absolutely incredible. 12,081 subscribers on YouTube. We are growing so fast, it's insane. So, sorry. So thank you very much. If you want to watch the video where I'm talking about, hold on. If you want to watch the video where I'm talking about a secret strategy for making currency, don't stop right there. Go watch this video here. Best currency farm in 3.26. This video is gonna be pretty important for you, and actually I'm gonna start making more about videos about currency because I have some more tricks and tips to provide to everybody. But this one, leveling fast, no investment, secret and secret tricks. And this one, mercenaries, it can be interesting to show how mercenaries are powerful. And I will reply to a few of the comments. I didn't have time today. I've seen a few people commenting, but yeah. Please comment in the video if you want to see some more stuff, if you want to see some more different kind of content. I will do my best. Getting back into this, yes, I was leveling my mercs. I was trying to level other classes. I told you I like to level at the beginning of a new league. I don't really want to get too much into the depth of the game like everybody does. So I said, okay, let's have a look at how strong is the melee. And I usually, for people that follow me, they know I'm not a melee person. I'm not really a slammer person. I don't really enjoy much. I like this kind of stuff, you know, magic and castery and or something clever like the trickster minor guy. Not really slamish. That's why probably also Path of Exile 2 I'm not really enjoying it much, because at the moment melee maces is one of the best. But anyway, yeah, I said, okay, let's have a look at how strong is melee. And so I level up this guy. For all my Italian friends out there that they see this name that is gonna pop up on screen, don't worry, everything is fine. I love Naples, and that's it. But yes, this guy is right now the highest character I have, and I don't even know how. To be fair, this character is probably, and I hate playing melee. I want to repeat for everybody that didn't quite get it, but I really don't like playing melee. But this guy is probably one of the smoothest leveling experience I've ever had in my entire Path of Exile career. Is one of the fastest leveling character probably that I've done, and even getting into red maps right now, I'm level 86, so I'm not really that high. I'm level 86, and I've done this bit of the Atlas, okay? So I played him quite a bit. I don't even know how it is possible, because I usually get bored very quickly of melee, but I've pretty much done 88 out of 115 with this guy. It was just getting too easy. I was going through, bam, bam, slamming on the ground, and this in particular when I swapped, because I started with the simple slam playstyle. I'm not even having the Uber Ascendancy, Isaro, 4th lab, okay? I don't even have that. And I should pick it up now, because I'm getting into tier 16 soon. But yeah, this guy, it's a machine. It's literally a machine. No clusters, Nothing. Simple tree taken by Fabgun. But I want to say in this regard that both Fabgun and Crushing Tuna, they both have done great builds for Volcanic Fissure of Snaking, so you should watch them, go check them out, important. But yeah, this build is a monster. It's literally a monster, and probably I need to swap some stuff. If I have to say, now that I'm getting into tier 14, the only thing that I'm finding a little bit more tricky that I need to fix myself though, and again my gear is, except for this one that at the moment, let me see how much is called primacy at the moment. Let me have a look. So guys, I'm not even making this up, okay? Literally 2 chaos. I probably paid this 8 chaos when it was the day 2, actually day 2 of the league. So yeah, 3 chaos for that maze, and I didn't take it 6 link because I didn't need it at the time. I just swapped into a 6 link, by the way. I was on a 4 link until tier 14. So you don't even need to have a 6 link to get through the most of the maps. You can do it on a 4 link pretty fine. Probably the only thing that I've swapped at that moment, because I want to test it, I put life tap because I want to have better sustain with mana. But instead of mana, I'm just using my life because I'm regenerating a lot. My life is very low though, so I need to fix a lot of stuff on the gear. But I'm res capped. I'm also almost chaos res cap. Well, 14 chaos res as well. This build is crazy. I'm using Carnage Heart, which I think nobody's using, just because it's good for my attributes and resistances, but that's my thing. I remember somebody used to use this on an old slammer that I used to play, but except this, except from this Carnage Heart that I'm the only one playing, there is another unique that I was checking. Let me see if I find it. There was another unique that is working with war cries, because in this build the powerful thing is you don't need to have all these war cries that you might see on the POB, linked in the description by the way. They're all on auto exertion. Even we have 2 auto exertion, one for Battle Mage's Cry and one for the other 3 war cries. So you only slam with Volcanic Fissure. Volcanic Fissure is kind of a fake melee skill because it's melee, it's a slam, but it has a kind of an auto track, like yeah, it kind of follow the target, similar to Forbidden Rite, let's say, but for slams. So yeah, very powerful build, crazy. I enjoyed it, even if I'm not really a melee player. So yeah, I would suggest everybody that likes, enjoy, in particular, big tough guy with the big axe that slam on the ground and they destroy everything and they blow up in fire and stuff. This is definitely gonna be your build. You're gonna love it. And then please let me know in the comment if you enjoyed it. But we're gonna go to the next one, and for the next one we have a problem because I was leveling up 2 characters at the same time, okay? So I was leveling up this one, which is a witch, and at the same time I started a duelist. So the witch, I wanted to try Bama. I've never played Blink Arrow, Mirror Arrow, and I wasn't sure. Maybe I should go Guardian, maybe I should go Necromancer. I didn't know what to do, but I decided to start on the witch and see what happens. I level up with my mercenary, went through the first acts of the campaign, and then I said, okay, let me try this Bama thing. I put on a bow, random bow that I find, and I started clearing the campaign, okay? Now, what happened though I started on a necromancer. But now this guy has become an occultist, okay? As you can see on the top. And this is gonna be the last build. I'm not gonna show you right now because I respect about 73 different points on the tree. After I got into maps, of course. Unfortunately, I cannot show you Bama. I will show you a couple of videos from YouTube for Bama, so you can have a better understanding. But yeah, I decided just to swap into the build that I'm probably gonna play more because it's very spectacular. You will see. It's a little bit more complicated. Level of difficulty is probably 4 out of 5 in all of this. Not crazy difficult, but compared to all of this, it's probably highest level of difficulty. So yeah, I started playing Bama. It was fun, but then at the same time, I'm following another cool streamer, which is a cat, by the way, Ru2, and he was playing a Slayer. And I was like, oh wow, Slayer with Smite. Slayer with Smite, okay? And I said, okay, Slayer with Smite. I can still use a duelist because I wanted to level up a duelist anyway. I was thinking about Flicker Strike because I always want to try and play Flicker Strike, but then I never do it. But he was talking about playing Flicker Strike on Berserker. So, well, maybe not. Maybe we could go Cyclone with this guy, maybe on Champion or something like that. Cyclone Shockwave. I know. What it ended up being, it's something very easy because, again, for the campaign, this guy went through the campaign. Now my gear is a little bit better, of course, but my guy went through the campaign with Explosive Concoction. So from Act 2 or 3, I don't remember now, I think it's level 32 where you can equip Explosive Concoction, and before that you can just play Poison Concoction, which is still great. But yeah, from Act 2 or 3 or something, my Merc was not even required anymore because I was just exploding everything with this. Yeah, I still used my Mercs to go even faster and get more experience from off-screening mobs outside, in particular with the Kineticist. This guy can off-screen quite a lot and give and with Flame Wall, a lot of stuff, a lot of cool things. But yeah, I was just exploring everything with this, okay? And even here you can see this belt, I think, let me see how much is it. I bought it early, but I think at the moment the prices on these uniques are, it's called Archon's Tool. So this belt is 1 chaos, 1 chaos, 2 chaos, 2 chaos, 3 chaos, 4 chaos maximum. It's not really, I don't think it's going beyond 4 chaos, maybe 5, but if you're very unlucky, you'll find it at 5. But yeah, this belt, not really that expensive. And by the way, this belt can be used on the miner, on the Trickster miner. So I can basically use the same belt on 2 different characters until I get my Mage Blood at this league, of course, and then I'm gonna have a Mage Blood for 5 different characters. It's gonna be crazy to organize the stuff. But anyway, yes, this belt is pretty interesting though, because as you can see, you summon Skitterbot, summon another Skitterbot that applies Scorching to Scorch Skitterbot that applies Scorch, okay? So the effects of non-damaging element inflicted by summon Skitterbot is increased, and 23% increased trap and mine throw speed. And so this is the part that is very good for mines as well. So yeah, very interesting item. We have Winterweave, another very cheap item. I don't even know how much is it, but it's super cheap. And probably this one is the most expensive if you don't know how to make this up. Because with all the I've seen, and this is another thing I want to ask you guys, do you think I found, compared to previous leagues, I found a lot of unique items from rare monsters, for bosses on the ground, sometimes 2-3 items without even juicing maps, just going to white maps. Sometimes you get 3-4 unique items spawning everywhere. Do you think they've improved the unique items drop chance Maybe because we have also all the disenchanting stuff in King's March, and so they want to give you more stuff so we can get more dust. I don't know. But there are a lot of uniques, okay? So when I see the taming at 50 chaos, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I got the 3, because people don't know maybe, but you can make this with some very cheap uniques that you find on the ground. Now, I don't think these uniques have gone so high in price. At the moment, I only have 2, so I cannot show you in video. But if you have the Barrack Grip, the Barrack Respite, and the Barrack Pass is the 3rd one, these 3, and you sell them to a vendor, whatever is the vendor, you get the taming. Of course, it's gonna roll with different elemental resistances with some different rolls, but let me show you, because maybe some people don't know this. But I am shocked when I see 50 kills for this ring, like 30 kills, 50 kills. I hope this is not right. Let me check my settings. Maybe there is something in my settings that is wrong. Okay, I want to make sure I'm on the right pricing stuff. Mercenaries. No, it's the right pricing, so I'm not checking some crazy different league or something. I'm on the right thingy. So yeah, this is insane. Let me buy a Barrack Pass if we can make it. I'm gonna try and show you, because yeah, everybody can get 2 of these. Even on the Slammer guide that I showed you before, having about 37 elemental resistances and 38 increased elemental damage with hits. On the Slammer guide that I was playing before, it's pretty much insane, okay? And I should do that, but I was using it on this guy, so yeah, whatever. But let me show you the barracks. So we have, at the moment here, we have Barracks Grip, Barracks Respite. I need to buy a Barracks Pass, okay? So I go into my trade, I write Barracks Pass to Stone Ring, and I search. Okay, so we have this guy for 2 kills. Sometimes the first guys, they don't really sell it. I will not buy Corrupted, because most of the time, I don't know if Corrupted it works. Buy non-corrupted, please. Make yourself a favor. I'm gonna click on a couple of them until somebody invites me down here. When I see somebody that invites me, so 3 chaos. Okay, Aragoshi for 3 chaos. Okay, let's see. All right, so I spend. Luckily, I have 3 chaos because I spent a lot of money on other stuff that I was trying to craft. Yeah, for the next video. So we get the Barracks Pass, okay? We are nice guys, so we say thank you. All right, we go back into the hideout. Okay, now I have a Barracks Pass, and as I was showing before, I have Barracks Grip and Barracks Respite. If I sell it to her or whatever guy that is a vendor, and I sell all the 3 rings, you see, I get exactly this rig, the taming. I'm gonna need it, so I'm gonna still use it later on. So now you can identify this one, and it's, yeah, pretty much so 1027, this one is 827, so a little bit less of elemental res, 38 elemental damage is the same. I think that can change. Yes, it can be 30 to 40. Very good roll for elemental damage with attacks. So yeah, this one is gonna be the ring I'm gonna give to my Slammer guy. At the moment, I'm going to put it in here just so I remember. And yeah, this ring 50 chaos it's crazy. If I search, and it's going down actually, so 20, 30 chaos, but I think it's stupid. Well, what the hell? If I'm looking for the trade, 30 chaos, 34 chaos, 35 chaos, 35 chaos. This is crazy. I paid 3 chaos for 1 ring. The other 2 are gonna cost probably 5. And on the market is at 30 because people don't know how to craft it. So now you know, guys. Now you know, guys. You're welcome. You can make money on the market selling bunch of this. You pay 3 chaos on one side, 5 chaos for the other 2 rigs, and then you sell them at 30, 40 chaos. No, I think these prices are gonna go down. It's stupid, but yeah, this could be a thing somebody would do in a short term. But yeah, this character, as I said, explosive concoction, very cheap gear as well. Let me show you the POB, the tree. Even him not fully ascended. But yeah, this guy will develop later on. I still don't have the money to do it, but will develop later on into Smite of Divine Judgment, which is a build that Root 2 plays a lot, and I like the way he does. It's freezing a lot of stuff and using freeze as a main defense in a way, but it's pretty good for good clear of maps. So yeah, pretty cool. So this is my 4th build, okay? And then we arrive to the special event now. I promised you something crazy, and I'm gonna show you some gameplay, even if probably the best gameplay is from the real build by Jungron and Palstron with his own version that I'm probably gonna try to lean into once I have some more divine to invest into it. Get ready for this one. As I said, my Bama guy, I haven't shown Bama. Let me show some gameplay for Blink Arrow, Mirror Arrow. Okay. Okay, this is not the guy that I follow for the build, but pretty much the build plays like this, okay? Let me show you. Oh, Diallo. Okay, so you have a bow, you throw arrows that basically create some clones. These clones are gonna be 3 for the Blink Arrow and 3 for the Mirror Arrow. And these clones, the Mirror Arrow one can be of bombardment, the Blink Arrow can be prismatic, or vice versa. It depends on the setups that you choose to play with, and they're basically your minions. So they start throwing arrows that can be like a rain of arrow or some direct hits for a single target. So you basically have these minions that are kind of behaving like totems, but you throw them with your own bow, and you can still refresh them, throw in more arrows, so they every time you have 3 and 3. And these guys deal such a huge amount of damage, you basically don't even need to play the game, you're just making them play the game, plus you have your mercenary. Plus, personally, I put a Reaper just because I wanted to see how the Reaper works. I'm not a minion player, by the way. But yeah, super strong. Let me show you a little bit about the gameplay. Yeah, this is a little bit confusing, sorry. Let me see. Also not really quality. Okay, let me show you a little bit about the gameplay, okay? Well, this guy just goes through, he runs through, and he just throws things, but he's not engaging directly into the monster. As you can see, on the maps, you can see those green dots are the clones that he's throwing. You see he's leaving a clone right there, another clones right in the middle, and these clones just keep shooting, and this rain of arrow that you see is basically not from him, but it's from the clones that are keep attacking whatever comes close to them. So yeah, it's a minion play style. It's very particular, similar to Gazi in a way, with the Scale Mages that is playing this league. But yeah, Gazi has a very interesting setup too. So yeah, this is Bama. Interesting, but yeah, I'm not a minion player, so I wasn't really going for that. So I decided to pick this new discovery made by Jungron and somebody else in the community. I don't know, but Jungron made a video about it. And you need to know there are a few things that Mordred can resist to. I really cannot resist to women, but that's side. I have a problem with chocolate, and that's another thing. And then there is one thing that I really cannot resist to. When I see a build that gives me some good feeling because I played it in a different way maybe, but... And there is, in Path of Exile, there are a couple of them. There is a Discharge, If I see a new discharge, probably I will start looking into some discharge build for later on for another video. And then you find forbidden rites with the potential of maybe getting into custom crit forbidden rite again. And for people that don't know what is forbidden rite, I'm gonna try to show you. Just giving you a first important, a very important first TLDR. This map is gonna go super bad. You will see stuff that you will not understand if you're a new player. Don't worry, I will try to explain it after the showcase. But most importantly, this passive skill tree that I'm using right now, it's super scuffed. I've put it together with some stuff just before the stream, and I don't really know. I have to respect my whole tree from Bama to this. So this is gonna go super bad. I've tested just a couple of times. I know how, I understand how it works. I try to make it work, and then I will try to explain it to you. Okay, or I will try to explain it to you during the gameplay, but yeah, just follow me for a little bit. You might be lost at the beginning. If you are lost, don't worry. I'm not going to use the mercenary for this. I'm just going to be myself inside the map. As you can see, I'm an occultist, so which instead of being necromancer, I'm getting to the occultist side, because of course I get one of the most cool things, which is profane bloom, which allow me to explode stuff. Chaos inoculation, so I don't have life. I have only one life, but I have all this bunch of energy shield. Let me show you. As I said, I'm an occultist, so Vile Bastion, Void Beacon, Withering Presence, and Profane Bloom. Profane Bloom is the fun, very cool purple explosion that you will see on screen. And then the purple things that you will see also on screen are the Forbidden Rite beam that auto-target enemies and stuff, and that's gonna be even cooler. The tree, as I said, is super scuffed. This jewel, I just put something that I had in my inventory and put in some alteration on it, and it came out with this, but I need to change it. Yeah, this one is a little bit more expensive though, because there's a lot of uniques. Is Crown of the Inward Eye. We have Aegis of Aurora, which is tremendously cheap at the moment, but it's also a corrupted one, so yeah, maybe it's gonna be a little bit more expensive if I want to take it to the next level. These boots, which are completely wrong, I just have to craft some cold dress so that I am still under, because I have 72 and 70, so I need to still swap some resistances around, maybe, I don't know from where, but yeah, it's very all up in the air at the moment. We're gonna go into a map. I'm probably gonna die a couple of times, but you will see why I believe this is so cool, and maybe the potential is also pretty high. First of all, I think that this has potential also because Chaos spells in general have been buffed, so there might be something there if I invest into jewels and stuff like that. But also, this used to be, Forbidden Rite used to be a very cool spell that I played a long time ago, and it can develop into custom crit, for example. So with this specific interaction with this new unique that is also very cheap, basically we get a huge amount of Soul Eater. What is Soul Eater? Pretty much the same that you get with Headhunter, which is a very expensive unique that is going to cost about 80 divines to get. This one is costing you probably 5 chaos. But there is a little trick that you need to do with all your uniques, and you need to use this one as well, Whisper of Infinity, which is also changing your cost of skill into shield, and because we don't have life and we don't have mana, because we're reserving our auras in determination, discipline, and purity of elements. Yeah, there is a lot of things here, okay? So don't worry about what is here. I'm gonna show you in a very low map, because at the moment I'm still leveling gems and stuff, so it's very non-optimal, okay? And we have Scriptorium, which I don't even think it's a good layout, but I'm gonna try to show you maybe in another map later. Okay, so what we do at the beginning, we use this new skill called Bladefall of Tartarus, which we are using at level 1, okay? And this skill at level 1 is throwing some blades, as you can see from the sky, up to my character, Okay, and I keep doing that, but I'm not using mana, I'm using my shield, but because this is level 1, it costs very cheap. It's 5% mana per second, but we are using shield anyway, whatever. As you can see, it's starting already to get interesting, right? This is connected to less duration, because this skill has every 0.7 second volleys are going on the ground, but there is less duration because this skill is attached to X touch support, so it means that every time this build, this skill hits, it curses something. With the temporal chains, and temporal chains is also level 1 on base duration of 5 seconds, but we have less duration on this. So basically what is happening is temporal chains has a 0.64 second duration, so lower than the temporal than the bladeful of Tartarus that is raining every 0.7. This is very important. So the blade of Tartarus frequency is 0.7 second. The curse that this applies have to be lower than 0.7 second, and in this case it's 0.64. This allows us to use this ring that will give us, for where we are getting close to enemies, so we will need to kind of get in melee or a little bit close to enemies, so we start seeing the stacks of Soul Eater ramping up. And I will show you now that we're getting into the map. So as you can see, the stacks are getting here, I'm starting to get hit, and then I use my Forbidden Right to hit them. But what happens, that at the moment I'm just running and that's it. But with the Soul Eater at 45, as you can see, I can have a different playstyle. I can basically blink at the speed of light, and to be fair, I'm still not used to this. I used to play this when I was in Archmage. You need to get used to the control of this, and definitely you shouldn't play in a map like this, because you should probably play it more on a dune or a map that is open layout. Now, as you can see now, I'm getting to monsters. I pop them with Profane Bloom. I use the thing, the Forbidden Right, just when I get into a pack of monsters. Now, I didn't want to get there. I'm gonna get out. I didn't want to get into the bell thing. I need to show you in a better layout, because you will not appreciate this on a layout like this. But now that the other problem, now that we went into that and we came out, we need to restart the Bladeful of Tartarus, or we're gonna miss in the curse part, which is super important for us to get the stacks of Soul Eater. So what I'm doing, I'm restarting every time I change zone, otherwise I lose damage and speed. The most important, as you see, when I came out from the Val area, I was super slow, because I was missing the whole stack of Soul Eater that have been reset. So important thing, always remember to use the Bladeful at the beginning of a zone. Then once you reach 45, you can start doing this thing, which is super cool, by the way. And again, I used to play this in Archmage with Frostbolt of Frost Nova or Frostbolt or something like that. I forgot how it was called. The Frostbolt, the Frostbolt Shockwave, Shock Nova build. I forgot the name precisely, but it should be the one that Spicy Sushi is playing this league. Very cool build, by the way. So it kind of is the same with Frostblink, but another thing we're using with Frostblink, then when we get Soul Eater, is pretty cool, and I never used it before. We use Spell Echo. So basically cast twice, and that's why it gets difficult to control, because every time I press with Soul Eater, I press Frostblink, I'm basically Frostblinking twice. So the control of this in a narrow space like this Scriptorium map is not the best. But yeah, I'm gonna show you in a more linear one. We can go maybe to Strand after this one, so I can show you on a linear map. It probably is the best when this build can perform better. And I will show you also in a dune that is very open. I think I don't have a dune though. Need to find a dune. Okay. Now, the problem maybe we can have, it's a little bit of trouble with single target. I found myself that the single target is not great, but also because I'm not having... this was a level 75 zone, I'm level 80, so this is a yellow map. The damage there, it wasn't great, but it's not terrible. I need still to put a lot of jewels into this. That jewel would give me more damage over time. And I need to put some more investment into the build with also the pieces that are not unique. I can get some corruptions. But another thing we can try to do, and I hope it's gonna work, because sometimes I just don't look at anything, and yeah, we should be fine. We can try an expedition. So expedition, how it works. So you use the, as you can see, oh shit, I was dying already. So you use the thing, the explosion, and I took the special Atlas node that gave me only one big boom, so that I can just disregard taking all the different nodes one by one with the specific path. I just make a big boom, and if the monster dies, good. If the monster don't die, bad. Good. Expedition logbook can be pretty valuable. Double. Fuck. We get into this. The problem of getting into Scriptorium right there is that we lose again our stacks. So now I need to get hit by this monster for a little bit so I can rebuild my stacks up here, as you can see. Okay, now we're good. We can melt everything. So yeah, even if in a super scuffed setup like the one I'm using, you have been able to clear an expedition with double logbook. So pretty good for money making, by the way. And it's also super fun. Well, sometimes I click on these expeditions and I don't realize that there are like crazy mods together that give max block or stuff like that, and that can be annoying. If they get like max spell block or immune to chaos damage, stuff like that can mean that you just need to leave them up and go to the next one. So that's the only thing. But yeah, this is how the build works. Now I want to show you in a better layout because this is very dark and not linear. So yeah, we clear it also super quick because now that we get Soul Eater, we get super fast. I'm gonna show you into a Strand. Maybe Strand is a good one, or we can try to find a better map. Double logbook, even if it's a low level logbook, it's still gonna be good money because we're still kind of at the beginning of the league. As you can see, compared to many other streamers, I don't like to get to end game super quick. I prefer to take my time and explore the game, and I'm still having fun. As you can see, I still got the money to make 5 builds kind of work. Each one of them needs a lot of item to work, really, but yeah, I didn't spend a penny on those. I just leveled the characters and they were ready every league is like this. Once you get your starting build, then some cool build will come out from other streamers, okay? And there are a lot of content creators, and all of them, they are better than me, of course. So what I do, I level up all the classes, and then whatever is the build that I find more fun, I'm ready into the end of the campaign to level up the skills and play it. And that's what I've done this league as well. And that's why this character that was a blink arrow, mirror arrow character, he became an occultist with Forbidden Rite in just 2 minutes, respecking and stuff. By the way, if you want to respec your character to get to this or to whatever build you want to play, remember that there is the specialization from Faustus, that you can find him also into the cities from Act 6 going on. So if you are still in campaign, you should be able to start to find this guy, Faustus, here. Okay, in Act 6 it's here. So from Act 6 going on, Act 7, if we go to the bridge encampment, you will find Faustus right here, and so on. So in every city, Act 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, you will find Faustus, and you can spend your gold to respec, okay? So if you go to him and you say respecialization, And then I can basically pull out my points. Now I'm not gonna do it, of course, but yeah, if you can spend your gold in order to respecialize your trees, also your main skill, your ascendancy as well. And if you specialize your ascendancy and you go with 0 ascendancy, or maybe if you use the regret orb after you've done the labyrinth, but you can do the first lab, of course, without specialization. Without points into the ascendancy, you can do the first lab, okay? And if you do that, you can choose, after defeating Izaro into the lab, you can choose to change your specialization from I was necromancer and I went into occultist. You can choose whatever of your ascendancy you want every time you want. So you can use Faustus to despecialize your ascendancy, go into the lab, kill Izaro in the lowest difficulty possible, and respecialize into another ascendancy. What else? Yeah, I want to show you in a better map, okay? So a better map. Let's get some good layouts here. We can try a higher one. I don't know. I'm still not sure. Colonnade, Vault, no. Tropical Island. We can try Tropical Island, okay? Let's see. Tropical Island is a better layout, I think, because it's kind of open. It's a low level, so of course I understand you guys, you don't see the real power of the build in this low level, but I want to just show you the mechanics. Then I will bring this build once it's really done with all the right skills and the right amount of power that it deserves. At the moment I only have 5,800 energy shield. This should get to about 10,000 at least in order to be good for end game. So it's just to show how cool is this idea and how interesting is this new mechanic that apply some interesting concept, like having a curse that enables some specific unique that allow you to get some soul eater, which is another interesting mechanic. Now the difficult part in my opinion is well, pretty much you're gonna have this problem as I said also with other builds. You need sometimes some builds have the little moment of ramp up, okay? And this one, it doesn't take long, but I am curious if leveling up is gonna be even faster to ramp up the soul eater stacks, because as you can see sometimes the soul eater stack, they don't really ramp up that fast. And also if you just don't have enemies around you, sometimes what happens is they get too much damage. No, I wanted to get more, but okay. Okay, now we have also this map is getting okay, you got also syndicate, everything in this map. Holy, I'm still trying to figure this out because I haven't really played much with Syndicate, but this one is very cool. I need to make a video about this as well, but probably for this somebody else has done a video that explained it very well. I forgot the name. QDog always mention it into his stream. QDog is also another one that is playing a lot with Syndicate, so go check QDog's stream. He's gonna tell you which video to check for the strat. But pretty much what you need to do in these 4 houses, you need to put 2 of the guys you want to farm. And the guy you usually want to farm are this guy called Gravicious Reborn. And together with him, there is Borici that should stay with him or in another house. But he should stay in fortification, in transportation, in transportation. Gravicious should stay in transportation, and once he is in transportation, whenever you fight him in the house, he's gonna drop a full stack of rare divination cards, which maybe can lead you to a mirror item, a mirror currency, or maybe some other cool things. But also you have Borici that does something else with, I think, or maybe does the same, but with currency. I forgot how it works. But anyway, I need to re-study for this. As you can understand, this game has a lot of study behind, so once you don't do this for a while, you need to relearn it. But yeah, this one is pretty cool. We're gonna execute Aisling, Verici. We want Verici to move to, I think, fortification. Interrogate. Okay. And then Gravicious. We want Gravicious to go into intervention. No. We don't want him in intervention. Now, I don't remember. I think interrogating them, they can reshuffle into the other houses once they're free. If I remember well, this should be how it works. But again, I don't know, because also they have changed quite a few things into this. So it could be that they changed something, and I don't really know. What I know is that now I can be a little bit more free to run the houses without having to wait my strategy to go on, because now they have maps apparently connected to the houses. But yeah, I need to check that. But anyway, this build, as you can see, keeps going. Now in this special thing, we didn't lose the stacks going from one side of the island to the other one. We didn't lose the soul eater stacks, and this is cool, because if you have to lose your stacks from one zone of the other one of the maps, they will be crazy. Nobody will run this map with this build. So this can be run with the build. There are some other maps that might not have this luxury though. It's also, I mean, I will not say that it's super tanky right now, but it can get very tanky, because we kind of have spell block and attack block, I think, on this build with the Aegis Aurora, CI. There is quite a few things that make it difficult to kill. And having Chaos Inoculation in general, early gaming, once you start getting some good gear, can make the difference between your killing tier 16 and getting into tier 17 later on. So what I want to do is bring in this character into tier 17 and see how I'm gonna deal with those. Hopefully this will be possible though. I don't know. Well, Corel in transportation, we don't want him. So that we free a space in transportation that maybe is gonna be taken by Gravicious, hopefully. We want Gravicious to get there. I remember well. But you see, I'm surrounding my monster. The monster gave me, because of the mechanic with the curse. Oh shit! They gave me the stacks, and then I deal more damage because of the Soul Eater. So, well, I'm taking this random damage that I don't know from where. And the boss is down. Wow. And we got quite a good Delirium as well. Nice. I think Delirium at the moment is one of the most profitable also to run. I was checking some prices of Delirium orbs, guys. If you invest in Delirium, please be careful. If you invest in Delirium, please be careful. Do not pick... what is it? This one. If you invest in Delirium in your Atlas, I'm gonna go in another video about my Atlas tree if you're interested in checking what I'm doing. But do not invest into an unending nightmare for now, because you're gonna miss on Splinters for Simulacrum and Delirium Orbs. And at the moment, I think Delirium Orbs are quite pricey. People are stockpiling on those. Later, Delirium Orbs get less valuable. Let me see. Maybe I found one. Did I find a Delirium Orb? No, I found the Splinter. Simulacrum at the moment. Simulacrums at the moment are 1 chaos each. I mean, 16 would be 1 chaos. No, they're not 1 chaos each. 0.14 it says. So 1 to 7. So this is basically 2 chaos. And yeah, we didn't find the delirium in this one. Delirium orb. Oh shit. We didn't find the delirium orb. Now, the real challenge is gonna be against this guy, okay? The Storming Zealot. Because Trevan the Depraved, by the way, Trevan can be a tough guy. Now, he's depraved, so maybe he's gonna be distracted by some chick, but the problem is this guy usually hits like a truck, or any mercenary in maps hit like a truck. So wish me luck, guys.
Make your choice.
Okay, Divine Ire. The last time Divine Ire hit me, I got deleted by Universe, so it's not even having good gear. I'm just going to showcase so that you can have a laugh with another one of my spectacular deaths at the end of the YouTube video. But if I have to, I'm gonna try and steal from him this amulet.
Both beyond salvation, Exile.
We don't have a lot of soul. No, we have soul eater stacks now, because I think because he's a unique, it give me more power. We actually killed him.
Makes no difference to me.
Wow. I thought he would have killed me. No, we actually killed him. So yeah, we're starting to get better probably with our gear. It's still very bad, but yeah, we didn't die in these two maps. So I'm satisfied by that. I hope you enjoyed this little showcase of all the builds that I've been playing, and this last video, which I want to see everybody say, yeah, this one is a cool one. It's purple, it's Forbidden Right, very strange mechanic with a lot of uniques that you need to combine together. I think that's one of the coolest builds that we have so far. But the Divine, the Smite of Divine Judgment by Rutu is also pretty cool. I hope I'll be able to bring it to you very soon once I gather together the pieces. And there will be more. There will be more stuff that will bring it to you. But this one was it from me for today's video. I hope you have an amazing day, night, afternoon, whatever you want to do. In particular now that it's very hot here in Europe, but even if you're on the other side and it's cold, I hope you're having an amazing day, boys. And I'll see you in the next one. Follow, subscribe, be nice to each other. Peace. Oof. Talking a lot, talking a lot. Let's see when I can get this build now. If we can take it to some more difficult kind of maps. I need also to free my space from this contract. It's so annoying. Maybe we should go do that. Actually, this should be fast. Like, it was super fast to do. It was super fast to do Labyrinth. Maybe it's gonna be super fast also in here. There's a spring. What about this? Nah, it's not good. We need to find a good 6-link, because this 6-link at the moment with 300 energy shield is so bad. But I have no money, so... Maybe my guild bank has some good energy shield. I haven't checked my guild at all this league. I should go say hi one day. But somebody might have some good stuff in here. They're throwing stuff into it like I throw it into my stash, so maybe I should check them. Spectral Lilies of Tartarus. So they have the special gems there. That's cool. Let's get some music, boys. Let's get some music. No, we don't want to get the music too loud though, because YouTube doesn't like it, right? It's better to avoid the music. I'm gonna keep the game music for now.
Oh, it's you. Let's make some dust.
Okay, let's try to push this guy higher. We can get another jewel now, right? Yeah. More chaos over time. Where was it? Here? Chaos damage over time multiplier. Well, for now, this will do. I need to get the real stuff later on, but at least will give me some damage. Then we're gonna have to change all of this stuff, and then maybe we can try to see how to get into a custom crit setup later on, but that will require probably such a huge amount of currency that I don't know if I find another better build before that, you know. All right, let's play some maps now. They're plotting against me? Who? Who is plotting against me? How dare they?
Local, need your aid.
I me. I'll move on. Exile's but a minute.
Need also to change my loot filter, by the way, because this loot filter starting to be old. Everything. And I need to find a mercenary now that I'm gonna use with this. A chaos one. Probably. Or maybe a striker, I don't know. Ooh, we have Echo Shrine. I forgot about the Echo Shrine that can makes it even funnier. Okay, we gotta find Delirium, okay? Let's see the find Delirium, how pricey it is. 5 chaos. Oh, I thought it was higher. Let's see the other one, the blacksmith 4. Still good price for the first week, by the way. To the Sacred Grove.
This way, Exile. Not the fruit, just the juice.
Where is the guy? Where's the last monster? Whoever invented Profane Bloom, though, I hope he get the raise. He got a raise with that skill. Profane Bloom is such a cool one. Seeing the screen popping together is so satisfying. Can definitely do more single target damage. At the moment the single target is very low, but we're gonna invest into that. Difficult to control the frostblade. Ah. Can we get to red maps with this now? I don't know. We probably should test it. I'm still... I need to level up the purity of elements. With that I can be capped with res. Now, and once I'm capped with the res and I have chaos inoculation, then red maps should be easy. Aristogen, over there. Okay. Hopefully there is no chaos immunity. I see physical, I see fire, shouldn't be chaos. Nice. Very nice. A lot of exotic coin that at the moment are still valuable. Sorry guys, one sec. And I'm back. I was checking some stuff. Okay, so doing expedition with this build is super fun, I have to say. Even mapping, just mapping with this build is super fun, I think. I tried to find where are the other 50 monsters in here, but I don't really know. I never. Let's find out the guy.
I only get one shot at this. Choose one.
You only get one shot at. What do you mean? You get one shot by this, you mean? There is nothing here. This is bad. This is so bad. Jeez. Okay.
Oh, this won't take long. Death calls.
Oh shit. It didn't die. Wow. Okay. So tier 9 easy. The Merc didn't kill me. I am shocked. That's good. That's really good. We are doing something good. Okay. Need to change our filter really because it's starting to be on my nerves, but I can do iceberg because I like it. 6 coins. And sell this to the grinder. This one? Elemental damage with attack, lightning evasion, nah. Lightning, nah. Nah. This is all super bad. Okay, let's try red map now.
Come on in. What have you got? Always a pleasure.
Need to hire more people, but I'm still spending a lot of gold in respects and stuff, so that's why King's March is going slow. So, Tropical Island, okay, sure. We want red maps now. Let's try an armory. If we can do a tier 13, yeah, with our level, that would be nice. I think this is gonna be probably a little bit too much, but we're gonna try. Then we have all these new special maps, but I'm gonna save them for another video to showcase the new mechanic, because also I haven't quite understood the new mechanic. It's very weird.
Another one for you.
Rogue. To farm linear maps. This one I really don't like it. Let's see the mercenary here. I'm gonna be destroyed or not? Oh, this is so fun. Let's see the expedition, how it goes. First the guy. This one is a famous shock ambusher. Holy! Oh my god, this should have good gear. Let's see. So 3 chaos and Titanic Scarab of Legend. Okay, so we could get that. Weapon, not really. I mean, it's tier 1. Tier 2. Tier 2, tier 1 accuracy, tier 2 spell critical strike. Okay, and this one, we're gonna die. I'm pretty sure we're gonna die. With the lightning spire trap, we're gonna be destroyed. I think I'm not even less capped for this. Damn. My determination. I need to get more strength for my determination. Level 15. I'm not getting enough armor. Eye of Malice. This one is not expensive. How much is it? On chaos. And this one, no. We're gonna go for this. It's crazy. Gek the Asdin madman. It's mad. It's a madman. Blaga blaga, what? I mean, it's a madman. Never try to engage with a madman. That guy was insane. Literally was insane. He's definitely not sane. Ooh. I don't think this can also be added to double dip into the Soul Eater. I mean, the Soul Eater from here, it's pretty good. I don't know. I'm gonna save this one for my test, but I don't think it works. Might play. What is this? It's very high physical damage. Might play. Why I never saw it. Whatever. Yeah, the mercs in maps can be very hard. Okay, let's do the expedition. Hopefully expedition will be fun. Let's see. No monster immune to kills damage. Physical. We need to zone out that thing. So this is gonna be cuffed. I'm gonna do this.
Stay safe.
We should try logbook now that I'm thinking. Now that the setup works, we should try logbook. That would give us a lot of stuff. Wow, it's also very quick. Yeah, except for the mercenaries, it seems like we can pretty much do everything with this, which, I mean, it's pretty fun, pretty cool. To Exalted Orb, Profit. Gonna readjust my filter for next stream, so Holy Fire. No. No. Elemental damage, spell damage, cold damage. It's not worth it. Let's try higher. We try the 13. We're Cold River. At 14 we can complete the Atlas. Okay, let's try Cold River. Scuffed. Wait. Ah, it's wasteful now. Fuck.
Come on now. All day.
It changed after the corruption. Wait, did I get some strange mod? I'm getting slowed. Oh boy, this is so good. Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm dying. What is happening?
Just what I needed. More rate class filth.
Mistletoe not. Good find, Exile.
Make
This guy?
them choice.
Oh, Flame Bolt Strike. What the fuck is that? This guy's gonna destroy me. This guy is gonna nuke me from the atmosphere. Holy. Ah.
Best me or serve me.
Oh shit. Survived. Survived. Energy recharge. Field. Okay, the poison helps. The poison helps. But this guy's crazy. Wait, what is he? He's retiring. He's retreating. Come on. Come on, die, motherfucker. Poison. Not even close, motherfucker. Oh, we have ritual here as well. Holy. Why is he not taking damage? Why is he not taking damage? She is not taking damage at all. I never knew how this mechanic with this boss works, to be honest. This boss is one of the most unknown to me. I know that when I click that, I have some time to breathe before she attacks me again. Okay. This boss is so annoying. Where is she? Jeez, Louise. Ah, Cassia too? Oh, this map is big. Okay, Cassia, show me.
It's put out new mycelium. Ugh, new roots.
Ba-ba-da-bum. Too much clutter. Cold and lightning, lightning and fire. No life.
Hail, gods.
Hello. Need to get more damage over time. I'm pretty sure that would make this build become a monster. I am sure. Once I get damage over time here, it's gonna be crazy. Oh shit. This map was actually pretty nice. We had Ritual, Cassia. Very good stuff. Very, very good stuff, by the way. We're gonna do Expedition and Ritual together. A lot of currency farmed here. Is this sapphire ring broken? Fractured? I said broken. What? No! How? How that happened? I wasn't dying for a couple of maps. How I died right there? That's crazy. That's insane. I want to do waste pool. How did I die there? I don't even know. Where was it? Ah, no, it was the other side. Wait, what? Did I miss something? The other thing is when I'm running super fast, it's difficult to pick up everything. Now we have this one as the last one. Let's check Chaos Res. I don't know how I died before. I killed them now, but for some reason I didn't. There's something affecting me. Okay, so this side seems clean. This side as well. Yeah, we should be fine, right? So we're doing like this. Oh shit. Why my energy shield doesn't recharge? What the fuck? What gives me so much damage? I don't get it. Is a tornado? I need to check my bot to see what was dealing so much damage. It's insane. Okay, ritual. Last ritual. Oh my god. If I stay steady, I risk to die every time. I don't know what is that. There it is. I don't know what kills me. Ooh. Nah. It's not worth crafting on that. It might be cheap, but... No. Alright guys, this was a very short stream. Thank you for watching everybody. Very quick one to prepare some new videos for YouTube. Follow me on Twitch, on YouTube, on Kick, everywhere. Peace boys. See you in the next one.